live in the Philippines. So in the meantime, Diane was born while I was on Guadalcanal. She was born January 13th, and I didn't get the news till February about the 27th.
Yeah.
It came on a telegram. I remember we were dismissed on one day, and the first sergeant said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Wait just a minute." He said, "Got some news here." He says, "Sergeant Fields has got a girl at home named Dora." I said, "Sergeant, I may have a girl at home, but her name's not Dora." Because Diane hadn't said a word about it named Dora. But when I got to the thing, it had got it wrong. See, instead of Diane,
they put
but it was
Dora.
just a telegram. See, and get right tickled about that though. They laugh about it to this day. You got so many points while you was over there for how many points you've been in the service, how many you've been in combat, all that. How long you've been overseas. And you got 10 points for every wound you had. And you had 12 points if you had any children. Well, they got ready to send us home on 2 weeks thing, you know. When they brought that in, why they go, we've been there so long that they're going to bring in 2 weeks we could come home. So they called me in and said, "Well, you and Champagne have got the same number of points. He's been wounded 5 times. He got 10 points for them. So we both had 133 points. They said, with your 12 points for your daughter," she got 12 points for the kid.
Yeah.
Said, you tied him and said, "You're the oldest, you can go home first." And I said, "But I have to come back?" He said, "Yeah, 2 weeks." I said, I don't want to go. I'm not coming back. I've been over here long enough. See, this was in 44.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, I figured out, I said, well, when I landed in the Philippines, the third or fourth day I was there, we was on Hill 400 and we was going to take Hill 800 out from San Jacinto. And our plane, we didn't have no bombers at that time. We hadn't got to Carver Fields. So the P-38s had 2 bombs, 500-pound bombs they put on the wing, and they would bomb forward. So they were supposed to bomb Hill 800, and we was on Hill 400. Well, that morning I got up, and I was undressing. Took my shirt off to clean my rifle, because I thought the Japs was on the hill way up on the upper above. Well, I was sitting there and I saw the P-38s coming, going around and around. I said, they look like to me they're going to be, they on the wrong hill. The hill's over yonder.
Yeah.
They're going round and around. Records, they went in a dive. Everybody started running down the hill. And I didn't have my shirt on. I just rolled down the hill. I looked up and there was 2 bombs coming right at me.
Oh,
And them rocks covered me up. After I would come, the commander called them and told them they was bombing the wrong hill. So they stopped. And they was taking me across the creek down there. And they said, "John, you can't hear." And I said, "Well, I didn't know. I didn't feel nothing." So they took me to the thing. They sent me to the hospital and had to stay there to the ruptured eardrums. And had to stay there about 4 weeks. And that was another close one.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't. That's close. But the worst one of all was in the Philippines later on. After I got over and went back to, we were still down below Manila. We done got to Manila, and